Some of the world's biggest billionaires and multimillionaires are investing billions of dollars into the cryptocurrency market right now during the dip. And in this video, I want to show you exactly where they are investing their billions of dollars of institutional money into, because it could be going to things like Web3 and NFTs and DAOs and all these other big industries inside of cryptocurrency. And I also want to explain exactly why they are choosing now to invest their money as opposed to a later point in time, because this could be a precursor that they know something that the average retail trader does not. So if you're new to the channel, welcome back. My name is Brendan and this is the Crypto Analyst channel, and we get to make cryptocurrency videos like this one about 2 to 3 times a week. So if you're new here, welcome, and without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on in here. Now I'm sure most of you recognize this name, but there are billions of dollars coming into the cryptocurrency market right now, specifically 4.5 billion. And their target here is to invest in crypto-based and blockchain-based companies at what they see as a bargain opportunity. And so they said that their main reason for choosing now is that they want to take advantage of the different bargains that are around the cryptocurrency market, and we'll talk about exactly what spaces these are all in. But the leaders liken this long-term opportunity in crypto to the next major computing cycle, saying that this is just like PCs in the 1980s, and the internet in the 1990s, and mobile computing in the early 2000s, and that they want to take advantage of this opportunity as they see it as just as big as all of those ones that we previously mentioned. And if this market is at a dip and they see it as being the next big market cycle, this is a good indication that large money is very, very comfortable buying Bitcoin and backing these crypto-based companies right now. Now let's take a look at exactly where this money is going to, because Volt is now debuting a $50 million crypto fund to back NFTs, DeFi, and decentralized autonomous organizations, otherwise known as DAOs. So when we're looking at where to invest cryptocurrency and how to invest into the crypto market during the dip, this is a question that I get asked all of the time. And while I do have my own specific projects and companies that I like to invest in, I also like to learn where big money is going towards. In this case, we have $4.5 billion, an additional $50 billion, and we'll get into some other examples in a second, but it looks like DeFi, NFTs, decentralized autonomous organizations or DAOs, as well as Web3 are some of the big hot topics in the investing world right now. Now on top of this, we have the veteran investor Jim Rogers being optimistic about the future of cryptocurrency. Now if you're not familiar with who he is, Jim Rogers co-founded the Quantum Fund with the other billionaire George Soros. And he has continued to explain that as the cryptocurrency market dips, he still remains optimistic on it. And just because something is now at a discount or a bargain price, it doesn't mean that he's lost hope at all. In fact, we're seeing really the flip side of that argument happen here, and that as the crypto market continues to dip, you would expect that at a time of rough uncertainty, investors would be scared right now. But in fact, they're not. And we still have millions and billions of dollars pouring into this cryptocurrency and blockchain space. And so with cryptocurrency being at yearly lows right now, just below $30,000, these big investors and this large institutional buyers, they're not scared in here. In fact, this is where they are investing money. Now, this doesn't mean that the price of cryptocurrency can't go down more, but it does beg the question, do they know something that we don't? And why is all of this money still flooding into the crypto market as we continue to fall? And I think the only real answer for that is that this is a short-term trend, and I don't think prices are going to stay like this forever. Now again, we could drop more, but I think that if large money is telling us anything here, if they see this as a buying opportunity, I'm also seeing this as a buying opportunity. Now to further this, Stonegate Global is expanding their crypto, DeFi, NFT, and Web3 fund with a new head of digital assets. Now, I specifically want to look at what they are expanding in. They're expanding in number 1, cryptocurrencies, number 2, the DeFi space, number 3, the NFT space, and number 4, the Web3 funds. And if this looks similar, it should, because we were just talking about how other places are also investing into most of these industries as well. So there should be a reoccurring theme happening here. And so when you're looking at where large money is getting invested into, this is a pretty good idea of it. It seems that people are bullish on things like Web3 and crypto and DeFi and NFTs. And another topic that I would add that we've seen other large money flood into is this GameFi metaverse space. Seems to be a very big and growing industry as well. And so again, something that I like to look at here is, on top of my own investments that I'd like, where is large money going to, and when is that large money actually investing this? Because I think it's something that really helps us out and helps us, I guess, see where they see the future of money and where they see the future of technology. Now, I want to change up the pace of this video just a little bit as we wrap this up, but Tether has paid out over $10 billion in withdrawal since this cryptocurrency crash started by Terra Luna and UST. And I actually just had the opportunity to write a really hefty newsletter talking about how all stablecoins are not created equally to the Crypt Nation community. So if you're a part of the Crypt Nation community, I would definitely recommend checking that one out. And if you're not, I have a link to that in the description down below where you can look into joining the Crypt Nation community. But in this video, I explain that not all stablecoins are created equally. And I talk about the key differences between things like UST and Tether or USDC or DAI, because these stablecoins are very, very different from one another, especially in comparison to something like UST. And the biggest argument that I've seen is that because UST crashed, any of the other stablecoins could, and that because one stablecoin crashed, any of the other stablecoins could imminently be next. And that's just simply not true. When you're looking at the fundamentals behind the scenes of a lot of these different stablecoins and how they work, they are very, very different. Especially when you look at how collateralized or lack of collateralization that a lot of these stablecoins have, or even how centralized or decentralized they are, it gives you a pretty good understanding of which stablecoins are safe. And so for the most part, I haven't talked about Terra Luna a lot on this channel, but this was a very significant event. And I've seen so much FUD about stablecoins and how Tether is going to be the next deep peg, whereas I guess really UST couldn't handle $10 billion in withdrawals, hence why they're down 99 or 100% right now. Tether is still very stable around $1. And any kind of depeg that it sees is very temporary due to liquidity issues and not due to stabilization issues. Again, it's already back to $1 after $10 billion in withdrawals in just a couple of weeks. So with all this being said, again, I think it's a very useful newsletter to understand how key stablecoins in the market are very different from one another and exactly how they're different, because noting the core fundamentals of these different stablecoins helps you understand which ones are the safest and which ones might be the most risky. Or maybe you're not a fan of centralization and you really want a decentralized stablecoin. It helps you understand that as well. But I want to wrap up this video just by taking a look at the crypto market and where we're at right now, because this is a pretty unique time as the crypto market is down. We are still in this squeeze. Not much has happened. We've been sitting at this $29,000 support area for almost 2 weeks now, and we are now starting to see the 20-day moving average creep down into this area as well. So what I'm watching out for is, number one, are we going to break support? And number two, how are we going to react to this 20-day moving average when we do start touching it? Are we going to see a breakout, or are we going to see a rejection? And then if we do break out, I'm immediately looking at some of the key resistance levels that I have. And I just got to share that with the Crypt Nation community as well in that most recent newsletter. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you consider liking and subscribing and maybe sharing this with a friend that needs to hear it. Again, I make videos like this around 2 to 3 times a week, so if you like my content, consider sticking around. But until next time, everyone, I will see you all on Friday's video.